Hello guys and welcome back to another FPL video. Game week 5 is now done and it's time to start preparing for game week 6. Today I'm going to start with some early chips. I'm going to showcase how my team did. You can see already on the screen 68 points, not the best score, but it could have been way worse. We're going to go through the team and discuss how it's looking, and then I'm going to say what my plans look for game week 6 and what I think you should do as initial steps to prepare your squad. So let's start with my team. Finally, Henderson kept a clean sheet. It's not in the game that I was expecting, but who cares? 9 points, a lot of saves. The only issue with him was that he got a yellow card, and that most probably cost him another bonus point as he was looking pretty good, unless that yellow card was shown before that yellow card was shown. So yeah, I was patient with him and he returned. Next up in defense, honestly, a mixed bag of emotions. The big decision was Aina versus Pau Torres, and when I saw Pau Torres conceding a goal and getting a yellow card, I was like, okay, for sure I made the right decision. I don't see Forest conceding more than once, and Aina, so yeah, I see them at least having 2-pointer, so it should be okay, but at the end, Aina got a yellow card and they conceded 2 even before the break, so 0 points from him. Thankfully, he survived up until the 60th minute. He played the full game, so honestly, 0 points feels like a gain from him, and I was on a -1 at the halftime. Robinson, too bad he missed the clean sheet once again, but I think that Fulham, they've conceded a goal each game, only one goal. They're still conceding, but honestly, he's playing that well, and I believe that I will be keeping him. And now I will see with my plans, but there is going to be a way more rotation in defense, and I'm going to avoid his hard fixtures. Trent has been amazing and will be amazing into my team. He's not going anywhere. He then faces Wolves, then Palace, who seems to be struggling to score, then Chelsea. Arsenal is a tough fixture. Yeah, a little bit of a tough fixture on, but still, I believe Trent is amazing. He was never crossing my mind to be captain over Salah, who got a 6-pointer, but yeah, let's be real. Trent was not going to be my captain, and thankfully Kelleher saved own goal attempt from Trent. It would have costed me around 8 points if he conceded, so even more because Salah would have lost some points, so basically 10 points got me saved from that Kelleher save in the 87th minute, so I'm pretty delighted there. In midfield, the big decision was Rodgers versus Smith Rowe. Thankfully, I got it right, but Smith Rowe should have played instead of someone else to get me more of the points. But let's discuss the midfield. So we'll start with Rodgers. At halftime, it looked pretty awful, the decision. Smith Rowe was on maximum bonus points and he scored a goal for Fulham, second goal. And I was like, oh no, I benched the player that scored. But yeah, at the end, Rodgers 2 assists, maximum bonus. It got changed at the end because it was 2 after the final whistle yesterday, but today when they recalculated them, it was 3 bonus for him, which I'm more than happy. And Bumo the same. He started the week with a goal in the first minute, I believe, and he was on no bonus, but at the end the bonus got recalculated and I got his 8 points early. I'm more than happy that I went with him. Honestly, my 2 transfers, Mbuma and Vardy, replacing Isaac and Smith Rowe, in hindsight they did the same, but those transfers gave me depth, and I was more than happy to do the transfers, even though it might mean that I'm going to take a hit, but we will talk about that in a second. Salah only an assist. He missed several chances. Several of his chances created went wide, so he got pretty good numbers in my opinion. Those don't show the truth, as he had an opportunity to score when he jiggled with the ball left, right, and center, and then just the shot with the right foot was not strong enough. But I'm expecting him to still perform in different kind of fixtures. Sadly, it may need to leave my team. And if someone owns Eze and Bruno, I think they should feel like the most unluckiest people in the world. Already 2.8 expected goal involvements, and he is with only 1 goal, and it was a wonder goal. Honestly, against United, he missed some sitters, and I was like, okay, please, as a convert one of the chances, and I will be in the money. His price is down, his effective ownership is down, so I believe that at some point Eze will explode. I'm hopeful it's not against Liverpool. If it's against Everton, Forest, Spurs, I will be there and I will be waiting. In attack, Haaland scored his regular goal. He made 3 bonus points, so that is Only 1 bonus point missed so far from Haaland. Those are 14 bonus points so far, which is amazing. From 63 points, 14 bonus, when City bonus was pretty hard to get for him in the past, but 10 goals in 5 fixtures, you're going to be in the bonus. Amazing score. I almost got the double of everything apart from those 2 weeks. Yeah, my captain choice was not the right this time around. If I went for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the only players that returned points, all of them returned more than Salah. But in hindsight, Salah was going to my captain always, and I'm not too sad about that decision. Elsewhere, Vardy, he did not perform well against Everton. Those numbers are not exciting, especially when he got subbed off. Ideally, he is my 8th striker, so 8th forward, so it's not the end of the world. I can rely on the other people, but I would like him to perform against Bournemouth and against Southampton if possible, as I got him for those 2 fixtures. Let's see how it goes, but the decision between him and Calvert-Lewin feels like a 50-50 wrong decision either way. The thing is that if I went with Jackson or Solanke, who performed amazingly well, I wouldn't have been able to afford Mbumo without selling Smith-Rowe. Maybe selling Smith-Rowe was the decision, but I wanted to spread my team funds and build depth into the squad with my next transfers, as I need to avoid a wild card as long as possible. My plans are around game week 11, maybe game week 13, 14, something like that, when there is a big turn of fixtures and when I have players that are settled. But for now, honestly, not an amazing fixture run for anyone, but we'll get into the plans for next week. Havertz, the worst performer of my team by far. He had some expected goals, but he didn't complete a single pass for the game. He was playing so defensively. I'm not overly excited of owning him. Thankfully, they are going to have 3 good fixtures, and I see him performing when they're playing a bit more controlling of the game. So yeah, not overly excited. Smith-Rowe, amazing game. I'm glad that I kept him. He scored in all of in the 2 fixtures at home and made an assist and should have scored 1 more goal, but still I think that this guy has been playing really solid and I'm happy to own him. Yeah, maybe his next cameo will be against Everton. Oh no, against Forest he will play, but against City and Villa he will most probably sit on the bench, but we'll see. A lot of things will unravel in those fixtures. Barco most probably will go, and Pau Torres, yeah, Villa are just awful currently at defending. Let's see if against Ipswich they are going to change that. Now let's go and see how my team is going to look for the following week. First of all, Henderson against Everton, yes, he's staying there. Robinson against Forest and Aina against Fulham. For sure, I'm bringing Pau Torres in against Ipswich. I know that it's away from home, but I believe that they are now going to get a clean sheet. Smith-Rowe immediately, because I'm playing Smith-Rowe as well. Smith-Rowe immediately again in for Vardy. Salah with the captaincy armband for now. Rogers, Smith-Rowe, and Mbumo, Eze, Havertz, Haaland, yeah, Robinson, Trent. A lot of away fixtures for me, but that will change in a while. I'll tell you how. But let's see now what my plans will look like most probably. So the plans are to take Salah and Barco out and to take Saka, who's going to be my captain, and then most probably Gabriel, let's be real, as the defender that I am willing to take. Yeah, he's the top performer currently. He has been doing so well. He's outperforming Saliba on expected goals. I will be deliberating throughout the week should I go for Gabriel or Saliba, but most probably it's going to be Gabriel. And that will be 14 players apart from Bentley. We don't have a 4.0 playing keeper that are going to be playing, and I have 1.6 million in the bank, which is amazingly good. And then in game week 7 I can just go and pick another player. I can improve either Eze or Vardy if he's not performing, or Smith-Rowe or Havertz or someone. I can do several things with that budget, so it's good to have 1.6. And yeah, I'm taking a hit, but I believe it's going to be worth it in the long run. I see Saka and Gabriel outperforming my 4.5 defender, and Salah, who is not going to be the captain in the several weeks. It's going to be a big decision whether I captain Erling Haaland against Newcastle or Saka against Leicester, but honestly I'm getting Saka for the captaincy and I'll be going with him. This is the team for now. So some tips for you before we go. If you're wildcarding now, I believe that you should activate the button right now. So most probably it's going to be, this video is going on Monday morning. So if you're watching it now, just activate the button. Do your transfers for now. Just be careful with players that have increased in price with more, at least. Yeah, they've increased in price. Don't sell them yet. If you're not sure if you're going to sell them, get the players that you want. I believe that is going to be a solid decision. For me, either way, the wild card is not needed to be played now, and I'm going to say why. So when we go to the fixture difficulty rating, let's see which teams are getting the swing of fixtures exactly. So the first team is Arsenal. You can easily get to Saka, Gabriel, at least, and you have two players, which is more than enough. So that's a good turn of fixtures. Aston Villa, not that amazing turn of fixtures, as you already own at least one Villa player, in my opinion. Bournemouth, yeah, two good fixtures, but after that is three bad. You can go for the 5.5 Semenyo or 5.6 or something, but not the most amazing run of fixtures and turn for a team. Then looking at Brentford, yes, Brentford is a team you should invest, but I only like Mbumo from that team, so I'm not willing to go there for that wildcard. So we have three players here for the wildcard. Most of you already own at least one of those three, so with a hit you will be able to afford them. Brighton turning for the worst, but you can bench those cheap assets. Chelsea still a good run for next two fixtures. Palace a little bit questionable run, but you still own players from them. Everton, I don't think it's worth investing in. Ipswich, the same. Fulham, at least one or two players are in your team for now, so it should be kept at that number. Leicester, it's not that amazing to invest. Liverpool, you own at least one or two players. City is a team that I'm interested in, but I currently don't know who else apart from Haaland I'm getting. United is not yet there to be invested in. Newcastle are looking worse, but like Everton away, Brighton, I expect them to score goals, to concede as well, but you own probably one of the attackers. Forest, you own some of the players. Southampton, not that amazing. Spurs is a team that I might consider, but after United, West Ham is a team that I might consider offensively. So Bowen is a player that I'm interested at, and we should monitor. But currently West Ham are performing so bad defensively, so I'm not going to go there. And Wolves after City, maybe, but that's after game week 8. So if you go to a game week 9 wildcard, then you need to offload some Arsenal players. You need to probably offload some Villa players. Then you most probably need to remove those Bournemouth assets. Brighton are worse currently. Chelsea need to be offloaded. And then you have to stack up from United, City, and probably Liverpool to some extent, but still Fulham are a team to target. Wolves will be good. Spurs are amazing apart from that City game. West Ham are okayish apart from that. Arsenal, Leicester, Newcastle is still bad. So Game Week 9 is as well not the most exciting run of fixtures. City is the only team that I would target, or even Manchester United, so I can sell those Arsenal assets and then go with an extra City assets, and you will be in the money. Next up for me, the next turn of events is Game Week 12, where we have Arsenal good, Aston Villa solid. You can still buy the cheap players. Bournemouth here is an exciting team to get. Brentford still good to own. Brighton are a team to target here for sure. Chelsea are good to get as they have those fixtures. Everton, no. Crystal Palace would be a sell. Ipswich solid. Leicester solid. Liverpool, if you got two or more, will be interesting to see what you hold. City, you might need to offload everyone apart from Haaland. United is a good team to target. Everton, Forest, Bournemouth at home. Newcastle, no. Wolves will be good to target. West Ham after some fixtures. So most probably for me that means that Game Week 12 holds the most turn of events for me to wildcard. So I might be looking at Game Week 12 wildcard. It's still a long time until then, but I don't really see my team needing some changes. If I look at the points, I dropped to 65k, which is not that out of a number. Realistically, 15k places is nothing. It's like a gray arrow. If I was top 300 and I dropped to 315k, it would have meant nothing. So now it should mean nothing as well. I think I did alright with those bad fixtures that I had for the last couple of weeks. It did not look solid. Maybe if a player like Eze contributed more, or Vardy, or even Eina, it would have been the best. Or even if I played Smith Rowe, it would have been better, but those are big ifs. I think that was the best 11 for that week specifically that I owned, so I made that decision. So my tips are, if your team is not in shambles and you're only wildcarding because it's popular, don't hold your team. Be prepared. I think there is a better turn of events because you own probably most of the players that you want on a wildcard. Like this team codes that I'm currently owning, holds like 7 of the players popular on a wildcard. So Trent, Mbumo, Rogers, Haaland, an Arsenal player. Smith Rowe is popular. So 6 players. Aina, let's say so 7. So if you're going to get it only because you need to get Saka and Gabriel, I would get them as of now. So I will own at least 10 of the players popular on a wildcard, which is a big number. And changing my team for such an amount of fixtures, it's not worth it in my opinion. I would get it for a hit. 4 points is not as important as a proper wildcard. If I manage to catch a nice turn of fixtures and I wildcard out of the bad fixtures, that would be ideal, and that will be the time where I will chase more and more during the season. But honestly, if I sell Barco and get a defender, I would have 14 players that are playing and are within a good budget, so I will be more than delighted. So for me, it's not the best time for wildcard. If you're wildcarding, focus on team structure. It's not that important to get the big guns, all of them. It's more important to have as many playing players as possible that are going to be solid and can be easily pivot to someone else. Don't overload with 4.0 options. Don't overload with 5.0 midfielders. Don't overload with 5.5 forwards. Be prepared for different outcomes and different results, because now you've activated the wildcard and your safety is gone. Up until now, it was the time to delegate the budget and be with 3 premiums and etc. For now, for me, the best thing to do is to spread the funds as much as possible. Have 2 good captain options. Salah is a good player to own, but not a must. You can get Luis Diaz. I know that he plays way less minutes, but you pay way less money. Those 5 million that you are saving can come up clutch, and you can improve somewhere else. If you're not captaining Salah, it's better to have Luis Diaz, in my opinion. If you're captaining Salah, then of course get Salah. But for me, 2 premiums is the ideal way. Spread the budget evenly. Go for some expensive forwards. Go from some expensive defenders. Pick a proper keeper that you want to keep. Pick midfielders that can pivot to different places. Don't pick Rogers, Ahmad, and let's say McNeil and who else, Onana, and just be stuck with them. Stick with your guns and be prepared to rotate players. If you can go to Mbumo, to Diaz, to Eze, you can swap them around up front. Havertz, Solanke, Jackson, Watkins, Isaac, those players are easily rotatable. Do that. Gabriel, Trent, maybe Saliba, those players can be pivoted to elsewhere. That is the way to go. Pick a proper 4.0 defender, pick a proper 4.5 midfielder. I would highly recommend Dribbling. For me, he's the best option there. But elsewhere, choose players that you can easily pivot and target fixtures, because from now on, you're without a wild card and your, as mentioned, safety is gone, and you need to be patient and need to prepare your team way better than people with the wild card, for example me. If I make big mistakes and my team is so bad, I'm just wildcarding out of it and I'm being prepared. But I think most of the wildcards are going to end up on something similar, especially when I bring the Arsenal bows. So yeah, be prepared. Thank you for watching. Those have been some early tips. Tomorrow I will be posting a UCL fantasy. So if you are a fan of it, go and give it a like. We're going to discuss how match day 1 went and what are my plans for match day 2, what my weak points are, where I would like to improve, and those kind of things. Thank you for watching. It has been so I have been so grateful for the support that you have been showing me. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to drop a subscribe. All of the help is much appreciated. Give a like, share with your friends, comment down if you have any questions. I'm answering everything. Join the mini league, join the Discord. You can become a member of the channel and support me financially as well. It's only if you feel like doing it. Thank you once again for watching, and I hope to see you soon with more FPL and UCL favorite fantasy content. But for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.